Hello everyone, I'm Andy from the Pixel Pub, and I'm here to talk about my top 10 Mega Man games. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, haven't been watching the channel here lately or anytime, I am a huge Mega Man fan. I fell in love with it on the NES era. Have some Mega Man tattoos on my arms here, and I got that big Mega Man gun back there. It's a whole lot of fun to mess around with, but I love the Mega Man series, and for this top 10 list, I do have restrictions, I guess. Right now, this list is just Mega Man and Mega Man X games, the numbered Mega Man games and the Mega Man X games. I have sampled the Mega Man Legends game, specifically one, and I really liked it. I really want to play more of it, but I've never beat it, and I've never really owned it. And Legends 2 I've never played, Trombone I never played. The Mega Man Zero games, messed around with those a little bit on the Mega Man Zero collection on the Switch. I don't know. Maybe it's something I had to be there for that style of game. And the Mega Man Battle Network games, I completely wrote off when they first came out. I was like, that's not my Mega Man. What's this? What's this little anime boy thing? Why are they going into the computer? Why is this? It just wasn't my jam. But I did pick up the Mega Man Battle Network collection, which has all of them on there. There's a lot of games, and I will sample them in due time. But I do love Mega Man games. But like I said, this top 10 list is just numbered Mega Man games and the Mega Man X series, which I love to death. Let's start with number 10. Okay, number 10 is something I don't have physically anymore. I did back in the day. It is Mega Man X5. I have these Mega Man X collections now. I had Mega Man X4, 5, and 6 on the PlayStation 1. And I sold them when this Mega Man X collection on the PS2 came out. And I regret it. I wish I still had those games. Yeah, I loved Mega Man X4 so much that when Mega Man X5 came out, I bought it the day it came out and came home and played it. And I remember picking, first stage I picked was the Skyver, which was weird. Like, it was just a big Pegasus looking dude. Already it felt like something was off with that game. I still had fun with it, but it's like way too much talking. Like, you get interrupted halfway through a level when someone wants to talk to you about something, and there's just a whole lot of story in the story of Mega Man games. Who cares? I don't. I just want to run around and blow things up as a little blue guy. It also introduced like the ducking, and the weird like grappling rails that you can get on. Like, I don't know who asked for this type of stuff in the Mega Man games with the ducking and that grappling thing, but like they weren't like good additions. It was weird. It felt like, I don't know, maybe Capcom was grasping at straws for the Mega Man series in that respect. And yeah, the story was weird. Like Zero, like he died but he came back. It's weird. It's just a weird game. But I do have the ability to play Mega Man X5 on these two systems. Maybe if I could find it cheap on the PS1 again, I'll pick it up. But that's number 10, Mega Man X5. Okay, number 9 is Mega Man X2. Now, I don't dislike this game, but for me, the Super Nintendo Mega Man games were always so like mythical. Like I grew up, I had a Sega Genesis. My brother had a Super Nintendo, my older brother. I know he rented Mega Man X around the time it came out, and I saw it a little bit. I was so mesmerized. I loved the Mega Man games on NES, and like there was this new series on the Super Nintendo, and it looked way cooler. I was like, man, I want to play that. But I didn't have a Super Nintendo. It was his. And he was old enough to like live on his own, so I didn't really see that much Super Nintendo games around that time. So for that reason, X2 and X3 kind of went under my radar because they were such like, man, if I could only play those. And I messed around with them in emulation a little bit, but for me, I just wanted to play them on a Super Nintendo for real. This is actually a copy that Kathy got me for Christmas a few years ago. It's number 9 because it's my least played Mega Man X game that I did like a lot. Mega Man X3 I did have in high school. Actually, a friend of mine was just dumping off a bunch of games, and Mega Man X3 was one of them. And he gave it to me, and he's like, I ain't playing this no more. I was like, sweet, I'll take it. That copy was since lost, and it's worth a lot of money now, and it sucks. But anyway, Mega Man X2, it's got the weird, like the X Hunters. They're coming after him. And it's got, I don't know, it's kind of some weird bosses. There's like a crystal snail and stuff like that. I don't know. It was so mythical to me that when I finally actually got to sit down and play it for real, didn't really live up to my expectations. I think my cousin had it, and he was talking about it, and he was like, man, X2 is great. I'm like, man, X2's so weird. And I had a Nintendo Power that had Mega Man X2 on the cover. It was such a big deal for me as a kid, thinking about the Mega Man X series. And then when I played it, I'm like, it's not as good as the first Mega Man X, but it's number 9 on this list. Okay, number 8 is Mega Man X3. This is a copy that Kathy got me for Christmas the same year she got me Mega Man X2. It was kind of a weird Christmas, crazy Christmas, to open them up back to back like that, because Mega Man X3 goes for a pretty penny nowadays. But this one is low on the list because I feel like they kind of overcomplicated things. Like, I really love the Mega Man X style of just like getting armor and stuff for Mega Man, where you can like get the leg thing and the body and the hand cannon and the helmet and stuff like that, and finding all that and finding the sub tanks and the heart containers and stuff like that to make your character better. That's right up my alley. Like, those very simplistic upgrades, I'll take them all day long. This game added like the armor that you could collect too. Like, you can have like a Falcon armor or something like that. It was like a hat on top of a hat on top of a hat, and I did enjoy playing it when I did have my original copy back in the day. But I don't know, this along with Mega Man X2, like, I want to like them more than I do, which is unfortunate. But I still feel like I covet them because they were so far out of reach when I was a child and I was like still jonesing for more Mega Man. I do love that artwork of Mega Man on the front and that armor set, and I actually got a perler bead thing back there. I might have put it down, that Kathy made of that specific armor set, the ultimate armor that Mega Man X gets in X3. And you can play as Zero for the first time. It's got some good qualities, but it's on this list. It's number 8. Okay, number 7 is a game I don't have physically at all, and it didn't originally come out physically. It's Mega Man 9. Like, I know those games are on, like 9 and 10 are on the Mega Man Legacy Collection stuff that they put out a few years ago, but I don't have a physical version of those. I have it on PS4 and I have it on Steam. But I originally played Mega Man 9 on WiiWare, on the Wii. Who remembers WiiWare? I think it was my first WiiWare game I ever bought, and I played it with the little Wii remote turned sideways. And I thought it was super cool at the time. I remember seeing trailers for it, and they were like, they're going back to the 8-bit style, which was right up my alley. I love the 8-bit games so much. And I bought it day one, and I had a damn good time with it. I love all the new bosses that they invented for like Galaxy Man, and we got the first woman, a robot boss in the game, which is fun, Splash Woman. And it was just, I don't know, it was kind of out of nowhere, kind of out of left field that Capcom would just do that at the time. I think it was like 2007 or 8 or something like that when it came out. And I was just all on board. I remember some people in the like podcasts and stuff, the websites I was following at the time, the forums, were like, man, why do they make it look like 8-bit? I'm like, because that style was timeless to me. It looks great. Like, why would you complain about that? But I guess people need something to complain about, and I thought it was a super fun game at the time. I should pick up that Mega Man Legacy Collection, just so I can have it in the Switch collection, because I have all the other Mega Man games collections on the Switch. That one's a very big missing component, so I should pick it up. Number 7, yeah, Mega Man 9. I didn't plan this out for number 6. Didn't plan this out at all. It just happened to fall upon the list this way. Number 6 is Mega Man 6, which is one of the first few Mega Man games I got as a kid, like right as they came out. This is a very, very late era NES game. I think one of the last few released in America. And it was made by Capcom, but published by Nintendo here in America. And they really, really promoted it with the top loader that came out around the same time. I remember seeing commercials for it. And I somehow convinced my mom to get me this game around the time it came out, and I had a damn good time with it. This game has amazing music. I really like the little power-up stuff they added, the Rush power-ups. So you can see on the cover here, that's Rush Jet. You can also get Rush Power, which turns Mega Man into this big hulking beast, and he can destroy certain blocks, and has this first Mega Man game with like multiple pathways through the stage. So if you have that power thing, or if you have the jet thing, you can use it to access certain different pathways through the level. And I really enjoyed that. I think this game gets shit on a lot because it is the 6th in the series. and people are like, they just keep making the same game over and over again. And you know what? I'm not here to refute those claims. It's kind of the same game over and over again, but hey, I love it. It's like comfort food to me, and it's one of the few Mega Man games I had at that time, like while they were contemporary, and I played the snot of it. And like I said, I love the music. Such a fun time. Mega Man 6, number 6 for a reason. All right, once again, didn't plan this. Just happened to be the way the list fell on my Google Docs. Number 5 is Mega Man 5. This was the first Mega Man game I owned. The rest I rented, and rented them over and over again. But this is the first one I actually had in my collection. I was able to convince my parents to get it for me. And this is my original copy that I had when I was a kid. We got it in this nice little plastic cover case here because it is the most expensive Mega Man game on the NES. Unless I'm thinking of some weird side thing that doesn't exist. I don't think I am. Anyway, this was the last one published by Capcom in America. Like I said, Mega Man 6 was published by Nintendo, so they made a lot of them. So this fairly is fairly affordable compared to Mega Man 5. And Mega Man 5 I love to death. It was like I said, I owned it, so I was able to play it over and over and over again. It's got the big kind of Proto Man kind of story thing going on where he's the leader now and he's taking over for Dr. Wily, and he's got all these robots. You're gonna fight him, and like he's got all these robot bosses you fight towards the end called Dark Man. It's weird. And I love all the bosses. You got Gravity Man on the front there. He's always the guy I pick first because he's a little pansy and you can just beat him with the Mega Buster. I don't know the exact routes that people plan out for these games by heart. Never really mattered to me. I just did what I wanted to do, and the Mega Buster was kind of overpowered in this game, so I just used that to fight the enemies for the most part. But yeah, I love this. I love this artwork here on the cover. So freaking cool. Y'all would see this ad in comic books and stuff at the time. Just this big blown up Mega Man running away from Gravity Man, blocking his little lightning bolt with his hand. It's weird. But yeah, this is like top tier video games for me. It's like we're getting here, past number 5. We're reaching God tier for some of this stuff. So yeah, Mega Man 5, number 5. Number 4 might be a bit of a controversial one because this is a lot of people's favorite Mega Man game, especially on NES. Is Mega Man 2. Now I got this game, I don't know, maybe a year or two after getting Mega Man 5. I remember seeing it at a Kmart. Kmart was selling used games for some reason, and I actually got quite a few games at Kmart. I got a Rice Star, I got Dynamite Heady, I got Sparkster, and I got this. And I remember just begging my mom for Mega Man 2 because I started out with Mega Man 3. That was the first Mega Man game I ever played. And I was like, I want to play more. I want to play more. I want to play more. I want to play all the Mega Mans. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And it is very good. As far as like a passion project for a video game, like this is on the NES. Like this is probably in the top, 1 or 2 because I believe the story is that like the team made Mega Man and it sold okay. It wasn't a big hit for Capcom, but the team wanted to make another one, a sequel, and they kind of just worked on it in after hours. This is all apocryphal. I don't know if this is actually true. This is stuff I've heard, but they worked on it after hours and just really, put their heart and soul into it and just made a damn good game. People still love to this day, and it's number 4 because there's 3 more that I love more, but I do love the boss lineup. Woodman, he beats his chest. He's what a fun little dude. Quickman, it's got that hard-ass stage with all the laser beams. It's just a freaking banger of a soundtrack. The Metal Man song, the Quickman song, Dr. Wily's Castle, just awesome, awesome, awesome. I have Mega Man 2 and 3 soundtracks on vinyl because they're top tier. I want all of them, but 2 and 3 you have to have at the top of the list, in my opinion. But yeah, that's Mega Man 2. It's number 4. Okay, number 3 is Mega Man X4. No, I know I just said that I had sold all my Mega Man X games on the PlayStation when the Mega Man X collection came out on PS2, and I did. I bought this off eBay specifically for this video because I love this game so much. It is one of my favorite PlayStation games. It's one of the games I got for my PlayStation. The Christmas that I got it was Final Fantasy VII. It was Resident Evil, the first director's cut. This and Crash Bandicoot 2. And I think I played a ton of Final Fantasy VII, obviously. I didn't like Resident Evil, but Mega Man X4 just blew my little brain to pieces. It had big anime cutscenes and stuff like that, which was great. They were shortened to the point. Had amazing music. Amazing music. I had the entire Mega Man X franchise soundtracks on vinyl, and this is at the top of the list. I love it so much. I love all the bosses. You got the freaking owl. You got the mushroom. You got split mushroom. You got the cyber ostrich. You got the web spider, who I start with. I always start with web spider for some reason. Just a tour de force of a Mega Man X game, because it is just firing on every single cylinder that it can. And honestly, these 3 games, I was just juggling to be number 1. Like, this could have easily been number 1 if I just had my heart in a different place at the time that I finalized the list. And I did switch between 1 and 2 as well. But yeah, this has got the player select. You can play as Zero from the start. You can play as Mega Man from the start. And Zero gets different weapons in Mega Man when you beat the bosses and stuff like that. It's just, what a fun time. Like, this is like, if you like Mega Man and you haven't played Mega Man X4, then you need to do yourself a service and play it today. Any way you can. Okay, number 2 is the very first Mega Man game I ever played, is Mega Man 3. Now this is the copy I picked up a little bit later in the NES life cycle. I just remember when I was a kid, I had a best friend who lived down the street, and we would, spend the night with each other quite a bit, especially in the summertime. And spending the night with your friend down the street was an excellent excuse to go to Blockbuster to rent a game, whether someone took both of us or just one of us, so we can bring it over to the person's house. It was just an excellent excuse to, like, hey, I'm going over there, can we go to Blockbuster? And my friend had come over to my house, and he had rented this. He rented Mega Man 3. And to say I was just completely, like, entranced with this game would be an understatement, because I'd never seen a game where you could just pick your stages. Like, you could just, like, I'm sure a bunch of them existed pre-Mega Man, and it wasn't like a new thing, but I had never seen it. And like, this is 3. We're 3 games in, and I'd never seen that before. And I was just like, man. And I was bad at games then. I'm bad at games now. So seeing what the game has to offer just was really, really appealing to me. And I was just like, and the music blew me away. I remember he put it in the NES and he rented it, so it's like, okay, you can play first and then I'll play. And he picked Sparkman first, and I just remember being blown away about music, and like, played through like half the level, died, and lost all his lives, so it's my turn. I picked Snake Man. And Snake Man, if you ever heard a Snake Man song, it just hits you right in the face immediately with sound. And I was like, man, this is insane. This game is going to take over my life. And this game was the reason why I drew like new Mega Man bosses in my in the outskirts of my notebooks in school for years and years and years, and just like was obsessed with Mega Man. It was this is where it started. And man, I know people love Mega Man 2 more, and this might be lesser than in a lot of people's opinions, but this was it for me. This is the start, and I freaking love it. So happy to have it in a collection. Mega Man 3. It was number 1 on the list for a little bit, but things had to change. Okay. There only leaves one as number 1. It's Mega Man X, the original on the Super Nintendo. This game, like I said, I didn't have a Super Nintendo, so the Mega Man X games just felt so mystical to me. Like, I was like, man, what is that? I just want to see that. And my brother did rent it, and I did see a little bit of it. I remember seeing like Chill Penguin stage, and I was like, man, I need that. How do I get that? The answer of how I got that was a few years after the fact that Mega Man X came out, I saw a PC version on at KB Toys, and it came with a PC controller. And I just begged my mom. I was like, I want that. I have a PC. We have a PC at home. I could play that. And It was weird because I remember it. The same day that we got this was the same day the new series of Johnny Quest started playing on Cartoon Network. It was odd, like it was like a primetime premiere, like 8 p.m. Watch Johnny Quest. It was like, I associate Mega Man X with Johnny Quest for some reason. Anyway, I remember getting home, had no idea about PC games, system requirements, anything. I just know I had a freeware disc that had like 100 games on it or whatever, and you could just play a bunch of demos. And I messed around with that a little bit on the PC, but that was kind of it. And I tried to install it on the PC, and it did not work. And I was just devastated. I remember sitting there like weeping in front of the computer, like, this game I just bought just does not work. And I'm like, oh God. But as time went on, my parents worked at an office for a big tobacco company. And as they upgraded their computers, they would just give the old computers away. So we had computers just kind of like rolling into the house for a few years there. It was kind of strange. And I remember them giving me one, and I put it in my room. And I was like, well, let me try to install Mega Man on this floppy disk. Well, I think it was on a CD at the time. And I installed it, and it worked. And I was able to play through Mega Man X, and I just had a damn good time. This was pre me messing around with Super Nintendo emulation. And the PC version is slightly different. The music's slightly different. And you didn't have to do the passwords. You could just save and load your save after the fact. And I don't know. This game does everything right. The reason why it's number one on this list is because if you held a gun up to my head and say, you need to play through one of these right now, like start to finish, or I'll freaking blow your brains out, I'm going to pick Mega Man X. More than likely. So that's why it went number one on my list. I do have this as well on the PSP, the Maverick Hunter X, the remake that they made on the PSP. It is still sealed, and that's not impressive at all because I think I got it for like 20 bucks and it still goes for that. But I played this originally on the Vita. I got it on PSN and played it that way. So I could still do that. And I saw this sealed at a Canadian used game store, and I was like, it's 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I'm like, where else am I going to find one of my favorite games of all time, a version of it sealed? Like, it's not going to happen. So, and I'm not going to find a sealed copy of this, of the SNES version, for, you know, anything approaching a reasonable price. But 25 bucks, I'll do it. But yeah, this is a game that introduced all the upgrade stuff that I was talking about earlier that I love to death. I love all the bosses. I love the end game. That freaking song that plays when you first get to the Sigma stages. That bass line is just, it just blows me away every single time I hear it. This like, I said it with X4. That's Capcom firing on all the cylinders, making a Mega Man X game. This is them just like weaving a perfect mesh of a video game. Like it seemed effortless. They just made a thing, put it out, and it was amazing. And I love it so much. That's number one, Mega Man X. Okay, I'm wrapping this up quick because I'm running out of camera battery. But yes, that has been my top 10 Mega Man games. So I know there's a ton of Mega Man games out there that were on this list. I listed off them at the beginning, but if you are a fan of those games, the Zero games, the Legends games, the Battle Network games, that's what they're called, and you have a particular favorite that you really want to stand out and shout out, put them in the comments. Let me know. I have the means. I can give them a try. But anyway, I've been Andy from the Pixel Pub. Please like and subscribe. All that fun stuff. Peace out.